Hello, and we meet again with me, Laili Rabiatul, and today I will explain you about adjective. What is adjective? Adjective are words that describe the qualities or state of being of noun. Animals look like silly yellow fanfest. They can also describe the quantity of nouns. Many, few, millions, 11. Most students learn that adjectives are words that modify, describe nouns. Adjectives do not modify verbs. Adjectives do not modify verbs or adverbs or other adjectives. Here is the example. Margot wore a beautiful hat to the pie eating contest. Fury dogs may overheat in the summertime. My cake should have 16 candles. The scariest villain of all time is Darth Vader. So, in that all sentences I give you, the adjectives are easy to spot because they come immediately before the nouns that they modify. But adjectives can do more than just modify nouns. They can also act as a complement to linking verb or the verb to be. A linking verb is a verb like to feel, to see, or to taste that describes state of being or a sensory experience. Example, the cow sure is happy. Its smell grows in the locker room. And the last, driving is faster than walking. The technical term of an adjective used this way to keep. So the technical term for an adjective used this way is predicate adjective. Use of adjective. Adjective tells the reader how much or how many or something you are talking about, which thing you want to pass to you, or which kind of something you want. Example, please use 3 white flowers in the arrangement. The tree and what are modifying flowers. Often when adjectives are used together, you should separate them with a comma or conjunction. See coordinate adjective below for more details. Examples, I'm looking for a small, good-tempered dog to keep as pet, and my new dog is small and good-tempered. How about degree of comparison? Degree of comparison is adjective come in 3 forms: absolute, comparative, and superlative. Absolute adjective describes something on its own right. So from this, we know that there are 3 adjectives from here, and the examples is first, a cool guy, a messy desk, a mischievous cat, and girls squirrels, and those are examples of degree comparison that I have was an example that I have both, and it was a degree of comparison. Now it's time for comparative adjective explanation. So this the another adjective that all of you must know about adjective, and it have a different things to over here, and hope you are understand. What is comparative adjective? Comparative adjective unsurprisingly make a comparison between 2 or more things. For most one syllable adjective, the comparative is formed by adding the suffix er or just r in the adjective already ends with an e. For 2 syllable adjective ending in y, replace y with ier for multi-syllable adjective, and the word more. So look at those examples. The first example is a cooler guy, a messier desk, a more mischievous cat, more gallerous squirrels. So if you know at the end of the examples, you can add r, ier, or more, and example is a cooler guy, a messier desk, a more mischievous cat, and more girls. So look for the example so you can know what you can add from the last. We move to superlative adjective explanation. Sorry if there's no picture, so I will explain. The superlative is indicate that something has the highest degree of the quality in question. One syllable adjective becomes superlative by adding the suffix est or just st for an adjective that already end in with e. 2 syllable adjective ending in y replace y with the iest. Multi-syllable adjective add the word most when you are use an article with a superlative adjective. It will almost always be the definite article rather than a or an. Using a superlative inherently indicates that you are talking about a specific items. Examples: the coolest guy, the Mrs. Dex, the most mischievous cat, the most girls squirrels. So if you know the examples that ends with st or y, you can add e or iest at the end of that, and if there's multi-syllables you can add most. Now we move to coordinate adjective. Coordinate adjective is the last one. I hope you are all understand about it. Coordinate adjective explanation. Coordinate adjective should be separated by a comma or the word end. Adjectives are said to be coordinate if they modify the same noun in a sentence. For example, it's going to be a long cold winter. If somebody dedicated the entire effort makes all of difference. Okay, next, but just the fact that two adjectives appear next to each other doesn't automatically mean they are coordinate. Sometimes an adjective and a noun from a single semantic unit which is a modified way by another adjective. In this case, the adjectives are not coordinated and should not be separated by comma. Example: my cat Gabber loves sleeping on this threaded woolen sweater. And next, no one could open the old silver locket. At the old example I have pulled, there was a coordinate adjective that was need to be spread by a comma, and there's one that cannot be spread by a comma. And from that, if you have the example of adjective, you must watch it carefully if you want to add comma. Next, we move to another. In some cases, it's pretty hard to decide whether two adjectives are coordinate or not, but there are a couple of ways you can test them. Try inserting the word and between the adjective to see if the parts still seem natural. In the first sentence, this tattered and woolen sweater doesn't sound right, because you really are not talking about a sweater that is both tattered and woolen. It's a woolen sweater that is tattered. Woolen sweater from a unit of many that is modified by tattered. And last, another way to test for coordinate adjective is to try switching the order of the adjective and see if the part still works. In the second sentence, you will not say no one could open the silver locket. You can reverse the order of the adjective because silver locket is a unit that is modified by old. Sorry if there's a wrong explanation, but I hope all of you can understand. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching and listening my explanation. Sorry if I can't explain it in Indonesian because I am in a sick condition, so I hope all of you can understand. Okay, thank you so much and see you next time for an explanation that's really can understand with all of you. So, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and happy Ramadan for all Muslim.